side and see.
Let's just see how this looks. Oh, Festool's good. Pretty boy's behind us, right? Are you seeing okay?
Perfect.
See yourself okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Would you like your? Do you want an MK shirt? Do you have your Pretty Boy shirt on?
I sure do. Thanks for reminding me.
There it is.
Oh yeah, I don't mess around with
No stiff brushes.
that. Yeah, that's the brushes. Okay. I'll get a cup of coffee.
Coffee in an old German beer mug.
I like it.
That thing's probably, that beer mug's probably 30 years old. It came from Germany.
All right. Let's see. So, let's get up. Ready? Are you ready? We'll just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So,
Absolutely.
all right. Here we are, episode 8 with Mitch Killeen, MK Painters. Start again. MK Painting and
Custom finishes.
Custom finishes. Okay. Ready to go.
Recut.
Recut. Yep.
Take 2.
Yeah.
Alright, Mitch, owner of MK Painting. We're here in Doylestown today and we're doing an interior repaint. It's about a 2-story, it's a small repaint, but we are giving them the works. We primed yesterday, we sprayed with the HVLP, and we are bondoing and we're actually spot priming all that stuff right now. The master's done, we got an apprentice up there taking care of some doors, and my crew leader's in here probably smacking out some of the priming right now, so let's walk in here and check it out.
Beautiful.
So we're day 7 for this project. It's a full repaint, ceiling, walls, wainscoting, doors, anything that you can see, it's getting touched. So yesterday we obviously primed. We used STIX to cut down on a little bit of latex to oil issue that we took care of last week.
Yeah.
So just to get the wainscoting to where it's at now, there's probably about a good 3 days of actual man labor just to get it to where it's at. But if you can kind of see here, you can pull it down a little bit.
Yeah,
This is the old color. And
Yeah.
you know, the old painter just put latex over oil without priming, so we ran into a little mess, but we took care of it. So in here we had 2 wooden doors that weren't done yet. So
Yeah.
we had a cover stain primer to lock down the stain blocking.
Yeah.
Sanded it down again, and then we shot it with STIX yesterday.
And then what'd you do? You say, show me, go by the window and show me the trick of the trade here. How you get this liquid mask, the whole.
So when we've been doing it for years now, and we realized that actually the box stores have the better formulation of it. So we buy it from Home Depot or Lowe's, and then we typically brush it to apply the proper mills. Because if you're just going to whiz roll it, or if you don't clean it off properly, you'll see the flaking and the stuff like that come off. And when you start to scrape at it, it will just come off in just straight flakes. Now, if I want to sit here and actually peel this right off, it'll come off in one good sheet. But we still got to do another coat on it, so we'll leave it up.
Beautiful.
So for top coats on our trim and wainscoting doors, we use Advance. We love the satin finish for like that soft glow. And this client doesn't want any semi-gloss or anything beaming, so we just went with that softness of it. We also are going with Cash Flat for this one. And what we did is we just color matched it off of a previous coating of Duration Home. And we use Promar ceiling paint. I love this because it's got gold in it and it's actually an ultra true flat. And it just provides a very nice finish. And I get my stuff tinted pretty much in pure white majority of the time. And we offer that to our clients. If they want to change and do like, I don't know, chantilly lace, or they want to do some type of divine white or something like that, we'll always go out and get it. But so we use a mix of a lot of Benny and Sherwin. So we don't try to, I guess you could say stray a certain way. So we love it all. But our go-to roller is a Purdy Marathon 1/2 inch, and we obviously delint and defuzz before we use it. We typically will use a ceiling one over again for the next job. If it's a color and it's really beat down after a couple rooms, we'll just toss it. It's nothing cheaper than a roller cover, but majority of the time we do save our ceiling ones and we use it, clean it with Pretty Boy, and we move on to the next job. But these are awesome, and 1/2 inch just leaves the perfect.
What's next for the company? What are you You've been in this area 4 years now?
4 years now.
4 years now.
Finally starting to pop up locally because of the Google business page and everything like that. So keep up with that, you young business owners out there. That does provide very quick knowledge to a homeowner looking for your work. And yeah, so now we're coming in like being able to drive from the house 15, 20 minutes for our projects instead of going 30 minutes to an hour for some of these bigger projects. But where I see myself in the next couple of years is growth within the company, hiring good people, making sure you can hire trustworthy people, people that listen to your direction and follow direction and show up on time. These are tough traits and attributes to find in the industry and in the trades. So we're trying to attack it a little bit differently and go with the little bit younger route. Some of the kids coming right off the street, you can kind of pay them a little bit cheaper and then kind of mold them into who you think that they can be and put them on tasks in which they excel in. So.
Colin's Mitch's right-hand man. So what have you done here on this door so far?
So yesterday we came through and sixed it, and Mitch himself came through and bonded everything. We sanded that this morning with the surf prep sander. The sponges, so we conformed all the trim. Came through and spray primed it, and today we're going to do finish coat with the HVLP.
And you're going to hit it with the advanced satin, right?
Yes, sir.
And you guys do 1 coat or 2 coats of that?
2 coats, always.
All right, Colin. So you got using the advanced, right? Satin,
Yes.
poured it
Yep.
in. You're going to do your HVLP 9.5.
Yep, just fill up the disposable cup, the Graco cups.
Beautiful.
Tighten that on there. Make sure threads are good.
Let me put the pin in.
Oh, gotcha.
So the cool thing about the Graco is that actually, you know, a lot of people are trying to look for their tips and stuff. This Graco actually has like a tip pin on the side, so you can carry your tips and your pin sizes, and it keeps everything nice and clean. What I like to do is I like to have my guys set up before actually operating into the spray, having the idea of being set up if anything happens and if malfunction happens, if they're water, blah, 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 everything's ready. That way they can get back into the action within like a minute or two. But what we're going to do right now is show you how I set up my pails. We're going to use the new Pretty Boy Clean Shot.
20 grams. It's a one use.
Coming to a shelf near you.
It's a one use. Coming to a shelf near you. These will be $1.99.
So what we do is we pour this in here, and this is where anything goes in there if I need it to be cleaned up.
Okay, sounds good. Look at that, it's foaming up. Okay. All right. So basically what you're saying is that if you got to put that gun down, you'll put the tip in there and let it sit so that it won't, the latex won't dry off.
Correct.
Yeah. And also you pull the pins out, you put the pins in there.
Anything goes in there. Even when I'm done mixing my paint right now, what I'll end up doing is this paddle goes right in there.
Yeah.
And if I use this paddle again, if we need to mix some more, we just wipe it off like this. The Pretty Boy comes right off of it. But I mean, look, it's ready for
There we go.
Hey, Brian, come on in.
All right, what do we got? We got a man cave here?
We got the man cave set up.
All right, tell the painters around the world what you got.
All right, so you know, I thought I would, you know, invest a little differently in my paint business. I thoroughly enjoy doing a lot of woodwork and cabinet stuff, so I wanted to do it right outside the back of my house, not have to drive to a shop and do anything. So, if my wife, you know, needs me for one of the kids, I'm here. You know, I'm right out back. I can walk right inside, stop what I'm doing, and be right there and be an awesome dad. So, I decided to invest into a shop, and right here we got. You know, this is my pride and joy. This is where a lot of the work gets done, a lot of the cabinet jobs that you see on my Instagram. It's just a small little property of mine. We've been here for about 4 years now. A lot of stuff inside's been getting done, but we just recently painted the exterior.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Used, super paint. That's Hail Navy.
Hail Navy?
Hail Navy. Yep.
Beautiful. And they got an acre and a half.
We got an acre and a half.
You just did this fence area for the
Ready
kids?
Seal using all the fence.
Nice.
And, you know, got a nice little hill back here for when it snows. My 3-year-old son can sled down it.
Oh, I love it.
Little swings for him and whatnot.
This
So,
is
yeah, it's
great.
a nice little slice.
Cool. I love this trailer.
We'll paint for beer.
We'll paint for beer, man.
One of the originals, one of the OGs.
One of the OGs.
But this is my little work traveling trailer, man. I love this thing. This thing has been so super efficient for me. Dropping it off at a job site, however it works for the guys. I like pulling a trailer. I like to go to multiple jobs a day if we have some lingering jobs like doors, you know, shutters, whatever needs to be done. This has been super effective. I love this. Love this trailer.
What do these things usually run?
I think I got this one for like 4,800.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 6x10. It's a nice pull behind.
Yeah.
You know, we sealed everything in with some weather sealing, and we got some porch and floor on here from Sherwin-Williams, just to keep it a little bit protected. But it's definitely served its purpose so far, and I highly recommend it if you're not trying to work out of a van or you're not trying to like have that type of fleet style thing. I love this for the type of style of work that we do. Obviously, you see big, huge 4x8 panels in here and stuff like that. We do some cool stuff. So.
All right, come on out. I'm gonna just be footage, and then I got the shot. So. Oh. Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm all right. Jesus.
So today we had a variable come in. As painters, we deal with variables all the time, unexpected ones that we are proceed to know about and stuff like that. But we had an issue this morning where the client literally called us and said that her husband caught COVID. So we stayed proactive on it. We pulled out of the house super fast. The guys are going to go get rapid test results so we can go into our next client comfortably and you know, peacefully, and that everyone has a peace of mind that we're not transferring it to another house, etc., or who came, where it came from. It's safe. Everything's good. We feel great. It's about dealing with it and being able to find that gap filler.
Yeah.
This is my store in Collegeville, the Sherwin-Williams one. We got a Betty Board down the road too that we're going to hit up. Mary Kate's awesome in here, so if you got any paint that you want to buy, if you're DIYing or whatever. Also, this is where I get majority of my Sherwin-Williams paints. Sherwin-Williams has a store every 8 blocks, it seems. This one's my favorite. I feel like what you have to do is you have to surround yourself with knowledgeable people. Make sure that your Sherwin rep is taking care of you. Your Benjamin Moore stores are taking care of you, and just be a very good person and be honest. That's the number one thing that I feel like I need to grow on in terms of just being a better business owner and setting aside time for my family. That's the main reason why the shop is here in the back of the house now, is because I want to spend a little bit more time with my family and focus a little bit more time on myself instead of spending some weekends at job sites or spending a little bit extra hours at job sites because I'm down a man or two or something like that. So personal growth within building my company and finding a good core group of people in order to put, you know, 2 or 3 crews out there to keep up to date with all the phone calls that I am receiving. So that's the next growth. So upstairs, Cullen just got done sanding everything down to Unitapad, and he just went around and he actually shellacked with some white pigment over top of our Bondo spots. When we were here about 3 days ago, I think it was last Thursday, we were detailing out some doors, sanding some doors down, and like we said before, we discovered that there was oil latex underneath the latex. So we made sure we locked it all down, so that's what you see right now, it's just the primer coat. But look how it's like a nice little satin sheen. And then when you sand it down in certain areas, it goes to a dead flat a little bit. The color went around already. He caulked in some of these edges where some of the flaking was.
Sure.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot it with some advanced satin.
A few days after I left, the husband got a negative result on his COVID test, and Mitch and MK Painting were able to get back into the house and continue the job. The wife's goal with this painting was to have it all ready for Thanksgiving Day. Mitch was able to get there a few days from that, get it done, and accomplished the goal. I'm sure this client will be recommending Mitch and MK Painting for many, many years to come. Great job, guys. Last thing I want to mention is that you did some MMA fighting.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I took him in the backyard. I was out. One shot.
Look, I gave it a good, healthy shot, and I feel like that's what a lot of people do. You know, you got to try things and be able to fail. I was a wrestler.
You got in that ring.
So I was a wrestler growing up in life, and I feel like that set up a good personal backbone for me in order to like go into the military and do the things that I've done within my life in the short term. And yeah, I got up in the ring a couple of times amateurly. I have lots of fights amateurly. I was 1 and 2 as a professional in MMA. Got my butt rocked to me a couple times. But you know, once I met my wife, you know, she cares about me. I care about my head, and I wanted to use it more in a different way. And so here I am now.
Well, it's been fantastic. This has been,
Love
you know,
it, love
well, we're gonna hope to fill this whole thing with Mitch. I want you guys to really get to know this guy.
Appreciate
He's
it.
awesome.
Appreciate
He's
it.
a sweetheart, and he goes by the beard and the brush.
I do. It probably should change.
Yeah. So this is great. So this has been wonderful. Yeah, getting to know you. So we're gonna fill this episode with all kind of good stuff. Maybe we'll show him, you know, knocking some guys out, whatever, or knocking me out in the back. But thanks for joining us.
I
my
appreciate
friend.
it. Thank you,
This
Brian,
is
for
great.
coming down. I really appreciate it.
And by the way, it's sponsored by Pretty Boy, eco-friendly paint cleaner for all your paint cleaning needs.
Let's go.
Have a good one. All right. Again, if you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the like button. I'm trying to grow this channel. And I'm a professional painter in New York City. I'm also the owner of Pretty Boy. And so this YouTube channel has really been all about trying to kind of share experiences. And, you know, I've made my living off painting for the last 20 years. And I've just kind of been isolated. And I want to see how other people do it. And everybody does it just a little bit differently. But so the last 8 episodes, I hope you've liked them. And please, like I said, tell your friends about the channel. And I really want to bring this worldwide. So let's keep going. Peace.